Hello, my friend. It's very dark. Wait, I'm gonna turn on the light. I'm gonna try not to burn myself accidentally, you know. But okay. Look at how beautiful. This is the rhythm of the night. The night. Oh yeah. This is the rhythm of my life. Sorry, it was just like a car outside. Played it. Oh yeah. It was the Italian, not the Italian. It was a Spanish remix. Um, but as you can see, I cannot really like. I don't know. Okay, I cannot really. Well, I can speak Spanish, but I guess I can't sing Spanish. I can't really speak Spanish. It's like I speak it just took. Oh, sorry. The light really changed. Well, now it got weaker again. Why you do me like that? Why you do me that? My family thinks I'm just talking to myself. I am talking to myself, but I'm also talking to you. Oh my god. Okay. Hello. I'm gonna smoke. Is that allowed on video? Yeah, it'll survive. Otherwise, it'll just. It is what it is. The light is making weird things. It's like it's burning. I mean, it's obviously burning, but it's like extra burning. Wait, I don't need the lighter. I have the candle. Um, so I'm gonna smoke because I'm a human being and I am trying to quit, I guess. I think every smoker says that, right? Such as me. We're all saying, I'm gonna quit. It's crazy. Like, amount of years that I have probably smoked and told myself to quit. But I have not always smoked, you know? Well, obviously. Imagine like a 5-year-old. No, but like, mm, there were times, but I actually did smoke, so I know I can not smoke, like, obviously. But I guess I use it as a wind down, but I've also already discussed how I find it so fucking weird that we use shit like smoking as a winding down. Obviously, it's not healthy for our body. By the way, I ate some oats again. I know that I react to oats. I know it's, you know, I know it strengthens the eczema, the inflammation. Now I wonder, obviously smoking this too, but then I'm like, oh my god, why is my eczema itching again? Why is my skin flaring up? Yeah, dude, why? It's interesting how, you know something's not healthy for you, you do it anyways. Just because you're like, yeah, girl, this flame is getting big. I mean, she's getting a little too big. Should I be worried? No, I'll be fine. I had actually. Oh my god, we're having disco night. It's Strobo. Yeah. Okay, I need to stop. I need to actually talk. Because actually, there's a story about that. I almost burned my kitchen down once. I was like 12 years old, and I was always the kid. I loved cooking. I loved baking. It was like my forte. I loved doing that shit. And I had a time during my growing adolescent years. I don't know. Oh, she's working out. The neighbor's working out. She's making dance moves. She's like, oh yes, swing those hips, swing those hips. Oh, she is swimming them hips. I don't think I can show you because that would be like breaking privacy, but she's really doing the moves here. She's like, ooh, 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 all up there. Yeah, yeah, she's shaking it. I mean, girl, it's almost 9. But she's having her own party. It's Friday. She's having a party. She's like doing all the dance moves. She's a cutie dancing. Yeah, swing those hips, girl. Swing those hips. Swing those hips. Oh my God, this is my TV show. I am totally not talking. I'm just observing now. You see, that's my ADHD. I can't do shit. Like, I always have to be inside in a lock system to do these videos. Because look at that. Look at that. How can I not? Well, you can't see, but I am gonna dance today. So. Okay, like something like this, And she's swimming the hips. Yeah. Don't think she's a dancer necessarily, but she's having fun, and I think that's awesome. We all should have fun. So, anyways, back to my story. So, it was like, like I said, when I grew up, I was a kid. I always liked baking and cooking, and I had a phase where I made this very specific thing. It's like a German Swiss thing. It's called Zopf. Okay, it's like very delicious bread with butter. It has a lot of butter. It is so delicious. Oh, I love Zopf. Like, you can't go wrong with Zopf. But I had a phase, dude. I always have phases, but I had a phase. Reminds me of another phase. But I had the phase where I really loved baking. So, and so I was alone at home, and usually that's totally fine. I can, like, I was able, I think I was 11, around 11. And I was able to bake alone. Like, it was a weird thing. So what I did do, I was baking. Mind you, suddenly, my doorbell rings. I'm opening the door. 2 of my besties are outside. They're like, I'm like, come in, girls. She's like, we're gonna hang out. They came to my bedroom. They were reading like all these papers. I was about Bravo and other papers. I was like such a newsletter kind of kid. So we were reading those. And one of my friends, she put on like my Lady Gaga costume, which I think is, that was fire. Don't know why I wore this at such a young age, because it was quite revealing. But we were kids, we were having fun, so who really cares? We're just kids around. And so we're doing that. Suddenly, it's like, let me walk. I walk to the living room, and I'm suddenly like smelling something. I walk to the kitchen, and there's fire on top of the pan. Why, you might ask? Because my stupid ass, before I opened the door for them, you know what I put in the pan? Butter. I have learned right then and there, never put butter in a pan when you leave the room. Why didn't anybody tell me that? I honestly think that's like crazy. But I always was a kid. Like, I was very responsible, and I swear, if I probably didn't have ADHD, that probably wouldn't happen. We didn't know back then that I had ADHD, but actually that would have been a sign. That would have been a big sign. What do you mean you just forget that you have butter? Like, I could have burnt that whole house down. But then I saw the fire in like the pan, and I was like, oh my God. I ran to the living room. I was so overstimulated. I ran, guys. They come towards me. They're like, what? And I was like, it's burning. And they're like, what? I was like, it's burning. And we all ran to the kitchen. We were all like, oh my God, it's burning. Thank God. My friend ran outside. She got the neighbor. The neighbor was like, get out. We're calling the firefighters and everything. And my other friend, she was in her Lady Gaga costume. She felt so uncomfortable. The neighbor gladly got her clothes, or somebody of us got her clothes. I don't really remember, but we got her clothes. I think it was actually my badass friend that got her the clothes. she was really cool. She's the one that got the neighbor. Like, she was like, I'm gonna do it. Turns out, I think she's out. I think she's out a lesbian, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me not, like, but I assume. Or she was at least at some point, and she's definitely queer, right? I mean, I am too, but like, she's the badass side of queer, like the ones that, they get shit on. I'm like, princess side of queer. No, I'm not. No, yeah, I am. I don't know. Well, whatever. And so, yeah, that happened. So then 2 firefighter trucks came. Like, it was really fucking embarrassing. And my mom's friend came because she should have babysat me. Yeah, I guess she came a little too late because when she was there, like, the fire was already there. And yeah, it was this whole thing. And mind you, I forgot my cat. I forgot my cat. I forgot that my cat was inside and not outside. I forgot that she was in the room of my mom, because like that cat, she always went out in, like, in Switzerland where I grew up. You can get, like, the cats can go out, So I never had it in my brain if she was not out or in, and yes, that's totally on me. But like, I also was like totally overstimulated. I was like, oh my god, the cat. She gladly, oh my god, she put the cat on, like, the window open, and then the cat could go on to the balcony, so everything was fine with the cat. So glad. But like, I was so in distress and I was so overstimulated, and I forgot everything, and it was like it's so crazy that happened. And so yeah, and then we had to get our lungs checked and everything. Actually, it was like kind of a crazy experience, but also it was only the pan that was burned. So, I mean, it could have been worse, I guess. Doesn't mean that that's better. Definitely not. I mean, we were definitely all traumatized, but I guess that's how that went. What else do I have? So that's on fires, I guess. And yeah, that's kind of a childhood. By the way, the obsession with certain things. I always was a kid. I was always obsessed with certain foods, right? So I am still baffled about certain things. So we had, like I said, I was obsessed with like Zopf, and then I always used to bake Zopf. Then I had a phase when I was older. I used to always bake brownies for the whole class, and oh my god, they were so delicious. But I did it like almost on a weekly basis because I was so obsessed, and I always loved to see everybody happy, and I loved to see their faces like light up when I brought the brownies. It wasn't even about like, it was about, yes, baking them, but it was more about like seeing their faces. I'm like, I get pleasure in seeing other people happy, I guess. And yeah, so I mean, I always enjoyed that. But then there was a phase where I was traumatized by certain things. It was after my stepdad had passed away, and that I became really weird, dude. I became really weird, like weird as hell. Like, I don't know, but that trauma, that was also around like 10, 11, that trauma that set in me so deeply. I just see so many pictures now coming to my head. It's like crazy, but I don't want to say like now all, because let's not go all the way back there. But I just want to say, like, there was this phase, and I was like I said, I was always obsessed with food. So I had a time where I always had like bread and Nutella or crepes with Nutella. I was so obsessed. Like, I had to always get that. I wouldn't eat anything else. I always had to get certain things. I was obsessed with Nutella at some point. And then there was this time after his death, I was always obsessed with tortellini and kegefrett. So what we did, let me explain. So tortellini, right? Like, it's filled with anything, but we had it filled with spinach and cheese. And so after school, mind you, I already ate at school. Usually in the morning, I went to school, and it was Wednesday. And Wednesday we always had the afternoon, but there was no school. So only the morning was kind of school. So I went to school there. I mostly got like first break. I got a brownie, like these little brownies. They were actually really delicious. I don't know what they put in there. And then I got like a slice of pizza. Like it was this half pizza slice, but I mean, it was it was but it was half, so you would assume like it was kind of that big. Like it was actually kind of a lot. And then I ate lunch. I ate tortellini, and and by the way, don't come for me if I say tortellini and I don't say tortellini, because I have an Italian stepdad. Okay, I see him now as dad, but like whatever. Okay, I grew up Spanish partially. I was raised Swiss German, and English, and then I had a lot of like stepdad figures that were Italian. So, and I learned French in school. So when I pronounce things how they should be pronounced, mind you, I can also make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but when I do make these mistakes, not mistakes, they're actually the right way of saying it. You don't come for me, because I know there's people out there that are like, you know, just because you can doesn't mean you have to pronounce it like that. Like it makes you look like, oh, like you're trying to be that girl. And I'm like, maybe I just am that girl. Okay, whatever. So for lunch, we ate then tortellini. I was at my friend's place, and we used to watch this like tarot card reading show on TV. It was very weird. Don't ask me. So we had this whole package of tortellini. So she had a package and I had a package, I think. And then after that, I had theater class. After theater class, I went and got myself a kegifrit. Okay. So what kegifrit is, it's like these waffles, like these tiny waffles surrounded with chocolate, but one waffle was about this big, okay? That's fine, right? 5 times 2, or like something like that. That's fine. In centimeters. I don't know, for the inches and everything. That's fine. But it was a pack. It wasn't, no. It wasn't a pack. It was a pack. Like these, okay? Like these. It was a pack like that. I got that. Ate the whole thing before singing lessons. And then I had a phase where it goes worse. I got another pack. I ate that whole thing after singing lessons. Mind you, I just, because I was curious recently, I was like, how much did I really eat? Like, if we count everything together. And I don't know if I ate dinner, because I think girly would have been really full, but maybe I ate dinner. Maybe I had that relationship with food where I still ate dinner. I don't know. But if I count it together, we have a brownie, which is about, let's say, 300. Depends on the brownie, but how they are made and how I have them in memory. Let's say it's 300 calories, right? Then we have, this pizza, which for sure is about 550. So we are at 850. Then we have the tortellini with butter. So we're now, let's say it's also 550. How much is that now? 1,400. And then I had a package of kefir, which was by itself, one package, 1,000. So we are about 2,400 in. And then I had another package, which makes 3,400. Girly, there was a time where I thought, why did I gain weight? Why? Really? It's like, dude. Sorry for that. So, yeah, I guess that was partially my childhood after being traumatized one too many times. Yes. I also saw another thing once, but I don't think I can say it because I think I'll get banned again or whatever if I say that that I saw that happening. But let's say I saw, I don't know if I can say it. I have to figure out how to say it. I saw a figure go four from a house. That's such a great explanation. I saw a figure go from a house and fly and then stop at some point. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Was that clear enough? So I thought as everybody came running, I thought it was not real. I thought it was something else until I heard cars coming, like the ambulance. I do not know if that's gonna now get. It's what I saw. Okay? Let it be. And that's like, that was before piano lessons. And I still went to piano lessons because I was just confused. I was too young to even, like, my brain wasn't, like, at that point, my brain was mushed up. Mushed up. Oh, I could tell so many traumatic stories, but I think it's enough trauma dumping from my side. I wish you a lovely evening. I hope this trauma dump doesn't, like, I mean, no. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't take it in too much. It's just what happens. It's life. Oh my god. Now everything is coming. You're rushing into my brain. I'ma let you guys enjoy your day, night, peace, love, and see you another day. Bye.